Namaste and welcome to Voices of India, a platform where we bring the stories, challenges, and the achievements of Indian brands and people. These are the people who are shaping the future of India with their work, art, innovation, and passion. Well, I am Devisha Jatakia, your host and founder of Apni Indian Gully, a platform that celebrates local voices of India. We digitally empower them through promotions, reviews, collaborations, and much more. Today, I'm very excited to have with us Kumar Gaurav. He is the COD and an entrepreneur, a 10x cash flow strategist, and a business abundance coach. He has spoke in more than 18 international and national stages. He is author of two books, of which one is an Amazon bestseller in India. He has impacted over 9,000 people from the age of 18 to 80. Well, I'm so excited to have Kumar with us. Let's welcome him. So we have Gaurav with us. Welcome, Gaurav, to AIG's Voices of India.
Good afternoon, good evening to all your viewers and
Great.
whatever in time zone they are connecting in. Hi to them.
So, Gaurav, before we officially begin this conversation on abundance, tell us which is the most interesting place you have ever visited.
Interesting place. Oh my God. Okay, so interesting will say then it has been Thailand, but
Okay.
which place I liked the most was Cape Town. So I
Okay.
was there almost say for a non-stop 3 months, and then I had to come
Mm-hmm.
back to India. But that was the place was very close to my heart. Although Thailand
Okay.
was also good when it came to visiting nearby island and all. So
Hmm.
uh, when you might relate with it, this more you are with nature,
Hmm.
more
Hmm.
it touches you,
And
and you.
anything in India, Indian place.
So then Indian place
इतना सोचना
I
पड़ेगा.
no, so I have not visited much in India, but definitely
पुणे, मुंबई
one.
कुछ.
Yet, yeah, I would like to name a place where
हाँ.
I really love to go and sit all the time.
Hmm.
Goa and all I have visited, but I
Okay.
believe that you might have heard the name Bodh Gaya. Have you heard the name Bodh Gaya, where Buddha got enlightened?
अच्छा हाँ हाँ हाँ. Right.
So th- its name, it's the tree underneath which he had sat.
Sat,
So
right.
whenever I visited Bodh Gaya, I used to sit there for 5 and 10 minutes, and you can sense the essence of his presence.
Hmm.
It's been eternal. So yeah, that's the
Great.
place very close to my heart. Yeah.
And in middle of all this, what inspired you to become the CDO and an entrepreneur?
Okay. So I would say that when you are very much people person, I mean, okay, it looks like Devisha has to come back. While Devisha is coming back, let
I
me
came back.
continue. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks, Devisha. So, the question is quite good. What should not inspire you? I mean, first, I would like to complete the full form of CDO. Have
Hmm.
you ever imagined a person who is continuously interacting with customer, and his only one motto is to make him success, make her success, make
Hmm.
her delight? To such work, what you can give a position? I think the name which I abbreviated as CDO fits apt, that is customer delight officer.
Okay.
I feel wearing this tag as a responsibility, because
Hmm.
I think first I was customer, I was looking for it.
Hmm.
And certainly one fine day when I was thinking that if something people are important for me, in fact, you look for the democracy. Even
Hmm.
democracy talks about, for the people, by the people, to
Right.
the people. So
Hmm.
everywhere, if people are important, people are
True.
given the importance. Why not in the transaction? Why not in the service? Why not in the business?
True.
Entrepreneurship was for multiple reasons: to connect with people for sure, to serve them, to bring your innovation out, to also impact the life.
Hmm.
So these were few elements were there which always kept you grounded as well. You are at one place are also a customer, at the same time you are a server.
So true.
Recently, I want to quote, or just I want to tag my one of the mentor. He brings a very wonderful line that he says that you need to deserve to serve, and when
Hmm.
you serve, then you can add more such delighting element.
Right.
So that hit at my heart very deep. Recently it happened, such conversation in one of the workshop. And because I was continuously thinking, working on this position of customer delight and entrepreneurship, I was writing blogs and articles related to CDO.
Hmm.
Everything was going inside my mind, how I can improvise this
Hmm.
position, how I can give experience. I'm sure that with this this recording and this podcast, you are trying to deliver some experience to your viewers,
Right.
right,
Yes.
Devisha? And
Absolutely.
such a seamless connection, I am getting experience, trust me. So yeah, so this is all evolving around and revolving around experience. In
Wow.
fact, today on LinkedIn, I typed. In fact, I wrote one small, paragraph about
Mm-hmm.
UI UX still to CX about customer experience.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like Mac, you might have known Steve Jobs' Mac, and then Microsoft's Windows and
Right.
Linux and all. Everyone, everything is working towards adding delight, adding experience, and thereby these companies has become a $268 billion
True.
company,
True.
$398 million company, and all. So these are growing. Why they are growing? Just because they are adding experience and the experience of delightness. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
Very, very rightly said. Because even I have learned it in the sales process and the marketing process. Key products and services is the secondary thing. The first thing is what problem you're solving and what experience are you giving to your customer. That's the most important thing. And I think so you're doing a fabulous job. So tell us more on this. Like, how do you define cash flow? And why isn't, I mean, we all know cash flow is important in business, but how do you define the importance being a coach?
Yeah, that's a brilliant question, I would say. So I would say cash flow, I as an entrepreneur, as a CDO, can define as a moving entity for a
Mm-hmm.
specific period
Mm-hmm.
that is coming and going, but is still flowing, with your sales, with your profit, with your revenue, with your transaction, with your date management, with your risk management, and multiple aspects of these things are there. But when I say it's a moving liquidity, this
Mm-hmm.
is the movement of the cash, but at the same time, this is a movement in itself in a business. So,
Hmm.
movement of the cash, when it becomes the movement in the business, then that becomes the cash flow in reality, because your cash will only flow in
Hmm.
business when you are ready to flow in the service.
Right.
And this is something which has to be experienced, and your customer has to be understood, and then only the transaction will complete. Because if your service is one part of the circuit, in electronic
Huh.
circuit,
Huh.
and customer is the another part of the circuit, when you complete them together, then
Mm-hmm.
output of this will become the cash flow.
Right.
And for this, I think there should be certain training to be given to those people who are thinking of the customer, of the product, and the service design. So this is what I believe. This is how I can define cash flow. Great. Thank you.
Great. So you have couple of programs also that you run around this, right? So
Yeah.
what are some key principles and strategies of cash flow that you teach in these programs of yours?
Okay, so one thing is that first, people have to understand and identify the all the blockages. They
Hmm.
know they are into cash crunch, but
Hmm.
they don't understand from where this cash crunch has emerged. Okay,
True.
they are so much into their own senses and their own shell, that
Hmm.
there is no one there to help them to come out of it, and give them a torch to light up all those blockages. Okay,
Hmm.
there are various strategies to look at those blockages. um, One could come with your retrospection. Okay, that you retrospect your last
Hmm.
activities that you have done recently. That's number one. Number two is that what all the analysis you are bringing in the place, like gap
Hmm.
analysis are you doing, predictive analysis are you doing, are you able to do the data visualization of the work which you have done already,
Hmm.
and based on that are you able to take a decision. Because these things are precious things and precious element, or it may sound technical, but when I sit with these people who are into business,
Hmm.
and when we start talking about in a layman language, they very much they are able to connect. They understand, अच्छा ये चीजें बाकी है, हमने लास्ट टाइम में रेवेन्यू जो किया था इतने का किया था. आई एम फॉन्ड ऑफ गिविंग वन एग्जांपल व्हेन आई teach few analysis, that
Hmm.
imagine Cadbury, you are franchisee of Cadbury, and Cadbury gave you one movement again, that you have to launch our you have to what you call it, endorse our one
Hmm.
product which is coming into the market, which is Cadbury of strawberry flavor. So will you go ahead directly launch it somewhere and anywhere, or you will do certain type of analysis? Can you do the big data analysis? This is a term, but using
Hmm.
that you can understand what all the location where I can go, like
Correct.
Starbucks does. It doesn't go anywhere and everywhere and launches
True.
its outlet. It does proper analysis.
Yeah.
So there are certain things, certain analytical factors are there, visualization and data collection factors are there. You need to integrate, you need to summarize and then present in front of yourself, so that you can take
Hmm.
a right decision, so that with that decision you can bring some changes into the processes, as well as of course in the cash flow the result will show up. So this is just to brief. Yeah. So this, so
Yeah.
these things said, these were the crux of the various programs. Okay,
Hmm.
so I
Hmm.
shared the outputs, what people
Right.
experience. Back to you.
So as we had, we mentioned in your intro, you have, best-selling book on Amazon. So tell us something about your book. What is that about? The name of the book and why one should go and read it.
Interesting. Okay, it's a Brain Hacker 1.0. So this is very close to my heart.
वेरी
Okay, brain hack.
इंटरेस्टिंग नेम ब्रेन हैकर मतलब आजकल
Yeah,
कंप्यूटर हैकर ऑनलाइन हैकर है ये ब्रेन हैक करते हैं आपका
yeah. क्योंकि कभी आपने ऐसा बोला होगा, अरे यार मैंने इसके बारे में कल ही सोच रही थी और देखो आज
करेक्ट
टीवी में आ गया. ऐसा
हाँ
हर एक के साथ होता है. कभी
हाँ
कोई बोलता है, अरे मैं ना अभी मेरे फ्रेंड से मतलब पिछले हफ्ते इस आइडिया के बारे में बात कर रहा हूं, देखना यार लॉन्च हो गया, समथिंग लाइक दैट.
डेजा वू हो गया ये
हाँ,
तो
तो डेजा वो तो होता ही रहता है. बट
हाँ
आप ये देखो, आपकी आइडिया, कुछ चीजें आइडिया बनकर आती है आपके माइंड में, वो
हम्म
प्रोसेस नहीं होती है, सिर्फ वो डिस्कस होती है, और कोई और उसे लॉन्च कर डालता है,
ट्रू ट्रू
कोई और उस पे पैसे कमाने लग जाता है. बट
हुआ
किसी
है
को ये
बहुत
चीज
हुआ
नहीं
है
हाँ, किसी को ये चीज पता नहीं लगती कि इसके पीछे कुछ साइंस भी हो सकता है क्या. और अगर साइंस हो सकता है तो आप इसको अंडरस्टैंड करके, इस आइडिया को एग्जीक्यूट करके, और कब एग्जीक्यूट करना चाहिए और उससे कब आप मोनेटाइज कर सकते हो. इसे
हम्म
मैंने साइंस फिक्शन के ब्लेंड के थ्रू इसे लॉन्च करा है. सो दिस
वाह
ब्रेन हैकर 1.0 इज नॉट जस्ट a message. This is a
हम्म
blend of science fiction, romance and thriller.
वाह
Okay, so four genre got integrated into one, and somewhere this is a story of mine too. Okay,
मतलब
few
पूरा
percentage.
एक एंटरटेनमेंट पैकेज है विथ
Yes, yes,
नॉलेज विथ बैक्ड अप विथ साइंस
true, true,
So,
absolutely right,
so we'll
absolutely.
be putting the link of this book in the caption as well. So please go and check it out. Definitely buy it, read it, and you can come back and comment on this video कि आपको वो book कैसी लगी.
And thank you for asking me this question. And why? Because मैं भावनाओं में बह गया इस बुक के बारे में बात करते करते. So yeah,
नहीं अच्छी बात है
cool.
बहना चाहिए.
That's nice. Yes, yes,
So,
Devisha.
which are the best practices and tips that you can give to an aspiring and a budding entrepreneur? क्या क्या आपका एक नुस्खा दे दो उनको।
Today I am revolving on only one axis. Okay,
हम्म।
and
ओके।
the axis is, don't be CEO, don't be founder, don't be director, don't be executive director or anything else in your business. Just
हम्म।
be one thing, to which I keep on calling today, is CDO. That is customer delight officer. Think
ऑफिस।
of the customer delight, the rest all will fall in the place. So I'm trying to practice that, and when I'm practicing, I'm just talking about it, I'm mentioning it, I'm describing it, and I'm publishing it. So yeah, that's the message from my end.
So maybe one tip to all the entrepreneurs and homegrown brands that we have. One tip for customer delighting thing that they have to take care. Like always, this is like one thing. It's a check mark कि ये तो करना ही चाहिए आपको.
Hmm.
कुछ ऐसा.
Okay, let not your customer wait, please.
हाँ.
Do whatever it
Very.
takes. Let not your customer wait. भाई कस्टमर एक बार वेट कर लेगा, चलो आपसे प्यार मोहब्बत करता है, 5 मिनट 10 मिनट 15 मिनट वेट कर लेगा, लेकिन वो वेट उसकी आखिरी वेट होगी आपके रिलेशनशिप में। वो कब
Very.
कहाँ निकल गया आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा। सो प्लीज लेट नॉट योर कस्टमर वेट,
So
प्लीज प्लीज
let
प्लीज।
let not that Indian thinking come in between you. अरे होता है चलता है attitude. Let
या
don't get that thing. Correct?
Devisha, if you will allow me, I would like to share one thing
Sure,
that
please.
is related to Chalta Hai.
Of course.
I would like to talk about one of my friends, and the person is a doctor. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when I talk to the doctor, so the doctor says, I'm not mentioning the gender of the doctor.
Yeah.
Okay. The doctor says,
Let's keep it neutral.
so doctor says, यार गौरव चलता है 5-10 मिनट वेट कर लेंगे ये लोग, but this is so much risky. Yeah,
True.
because and you are aware of this phrase, okay, which I also oftenly use: how we do anything is how we do everything.
Everything.
सो
True.
आप एक जगह पे चला लोगे, आपकी हर जगह पे वही एटीट्यूड फिर हो जाएगी. सो
Correct.
दिस इज समथिंग यू नीड टू बी वेरी मच केयरफुल अबाउट. And I am coming from somewhere where people used to call it as you know um, this thing, प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए. इट्स ऑल
Vachan.
अबाउट कमिटमेंट. अगर आपने
Commit.
कह दिया कि 5 बजे कुछ चीजें शुरू करनी है, आई मस्ट बी देयर एटलीस्ट बिफोर 4:59. So
True.
if you follow this, guys, means you are a makhan type of person. Everyone will come and hug you tight.
So Gaurav, tell me honestly one thing, as India is being promoted और जैसे पुरानी चीज अभी वापस आ रही है, the old culture, the history has been coming back, and बहुत सारी अवेयरनेस वीडियोस आ चुकी है, हमारे पीएमजी भी इनके बारे में बहुत सारी चीजें बता रहे हैं हम लोगों को. सो ये जो आपने कॉन्सेप्ट बोला कि हाँ प्राण जाए पर वचन ना जाए, तो दिस इज समथिंग हैज बीन फॉलोड फ्रॉम आवर एंसेस्टर्स, फ्रॉम आवर एज ओल्ड टेक्निक्स भी बोल सकते हो एक. तो हाउ
Hmm.
ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम यू थिंक इट हैज चेंज्ड, एंड व्हाई ऑब्वियसली इंपॉर्टेंस तो है उसका अभी अभी वी
Hmm.
हैव टू गिव इट बैक, वी हैव टू बी ऑन टाइम. लेकिन आप बता सकते हो कुछ इसके बारे में कि हाउ इम्पैक्टफुल इट इज टू बी ऑन टाइम फॉर एनी, मतलब कुछ भी अगर आप कमिट करते हो तो अगर वो कमिटमेंट के अंदर हो जाता है तो आपका आउटपुट कितना ज्यादा हो जाएगा इससे रैंडमली.
इसका असर आपके हर जीवन के हिस्सों पे दिखाई देगा, देविशा. आई मीन
हम्म.
इट्स ऑल अबाउट नॉट जस्ट अ मैसेज टू फॉलो. दिस इज समथिंग अबाउट द कैरेक्टर. That's
हम्म.
what I believe in. Okay, because I have grown up following this since my childhood. Okay,
हम्म.
and that's why it has ingrained in me. Okay,
राइट.
and but you may not find it everywhere, because the world is rapidly changing. That chalta hai yaar. We have seen and heard and experienced so many times that they don't realize, who utilize these phrases, that whether their life is impacting or not, but for whom they are applying this phrase, their life at least is impacting. And if you are a people person, if you think of others, trust me, you will start taking it seriously. But for me, this is very precious. Not only the phrase, excuse me, this is not just only a phrase, but a character to follow. This is what I believe. या सो इसका असर हर जगह पड़ेगा.
हर जगह
मैंने
पड़ेगा.
ऐसे लोगों को देखे हैं कि लोगों की शादियां नहीं होती. Those who are waiting for to get married, so listen very carefully. Are you delaying everywhere? आप किसी को वेट करा रहे हैं तो नेचर आपको वेट कराएगा. ठीक है.
वाओ.
लोगों का टाइम पे नौकरी नहीं लग पा रहा है,
Hmm.
स्टार्ट इंट्रोस्पेक्टिंग। आप कहाँ कहाँ पे डिले कर रहे हो, आपको देर से नौकरी मिलने वाली है। तो इसका असर हर जगह होता है देविशा, दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस, बिलीव दैट, प्रैक्टिस
So you have
इन
shared,
पॉजिटिव मैनर।
some golden things in our video. So जो भी ये देखेगा, I'm sure they will resonate and agree to each and every word that you have shared with us. So quickly tell us, what are your future goals as a CDO?
So I follow Blair. I am sure that you know. So he talks about one thing which is now very close to my heart. That is about being a teacher. Okay.
Hmm.
So because teacher shapes a character, I talk about the character. Means you see yourself, you are responsible for someone's smile, who
True.
the better it could be. When we talk about our childhood teachers, how fascinated they would be feeling, अरे हमारे
Yeah.
ये टीचर थे, इस तरह के टीचर थे। वैसे ही अगर being a teacher, if you have impacted someone
Hmm.
finances, someone's career,
Hmm.
someone's relationship, someone's wealth, they will keep on just thanking you. And because you are experiencing that, you are reason behind someone else's success, someone else's smile, you will thank multiple times, not only your
True.
own self but also to your teachers. Okay, there's something amazing, beautiful feeling. I'm sure when other people have thanked you for something you might have done for someone, how beautiful you might have felt.
True.
So this
And
is
it
my
motivates you to do more of good things. It motivates you to do more of things that people are grateful and we are grateful. वो gratitude का वो chain फिर ऐसे होता है ना कि एक जन ने थैंक यू बोला तो वो तीन जन तक जाए, तो वो साइकिल चलता रहे, चलता रहे.
Yeah, yeah. Salman Khan's movie is there around this.
Okay, हाँ,
I
but here we are
yeah.
not promoting it.
Yeah, yeah, true. So coming back to the question, with the CDO, you have this element of customer delight officer,
Hmm.
then element of the teacher with the customer service approach. Okay, and then
So
uh,
one quickly, it just clicked me. The thing CDO, is this applicable for each and every business type, or you are catering to only specific type? Let our audience know about this.
everywhere it is, everywhere it is applicable, everywhere in every
So
business.
whether you are having products or you're having services or you're into interiors or you're an architecture, drawing teacher, kahin bhi ho, Kumar Gaurav is one person who will help you out fabulously. So tell me, Gaurav, how do you feel about being featured on Voices of India by Apni Indian Gully?
Excellent. I am feeling like a with a brand, because
Oh,
AIG in
wow.
itself is a brand. Because I remember when I was in a corporate, one of the client for which I was working, his name was AIG. Okay, it was not then Tata AIG. It was not the Indian brand. It was the international brand. So I was working for non-Indian AIG,
Okay.
and again I am with AIG. So it reminds me of that. So again I am with the brand. So I am feeling great. Okay. Thank you, Devisha.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. So we'll bring Gaurav with us in further conversations on different topics. So stay tuned on this platform. Keep liking, subscribing, and of course follow us. Share as much as this is possible, because ये है आपकी अपनी Indian Gully. Stay connected.
Yes. So Gully Gully mein sure hai, guys, remember to follow her and AIJ, because you are going to get tons of the value with Devisha. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Devisha.
Thank you.